Having operated Prospect Hill Cemetery for 20 years, one gets immersed in our history, but the thousands of monuments and memorials that are on the grounds here connect you very directly with that history. My appreciation of the importance of these sacred grounds leads me to a love of the history of York County. We've taken over 1,200 York Countyans on our tram that gives a 90-minute history tour of Prospect Hill Cemetery. It's about 2.5 miles from our George Street entrance to our Pennsylvania Avenue entrance, and yet to fully comprehend all the history that's here, that's the route you need to take. So several years ago, we came upon a guy who made custom wagons and actually float frames for like the Rose Parade, and that was his business. So I wrote to the gentleman and said, we would like to be able to take people on a tour of our cemetery. Could you design a tram for us? And he sent me a pencil sketch that was perfect. It's a little bit like a tram that you would ride at Hershey Park or at Disney to go from the parking lot to the venue. In this case, one Sunday a month, and you can access that from our website, we run historic tours, sharing just some of the stories here, whether it's the Soldiers Circle, Civil War veterans, to some obscure individuals, but they became part of the fabric that is York. We use our tractor to tow the tram around. We can take about 22 people. We try to tell the story of the county through the story of individuals who have had some impact, some great, some small. But I believe that history of a community is really a tapestry, and it's one that's constantly evolving, constantly growing. And by taking individual threads, if you will, individual people, and telling their story, you shine at least a little bit of light on the larger tapestry that makes York County so rich. A cemetery is the history of individuals, individual families, but it's also the history of a community.